Hi everyone. Thank you for joining us a little late this Friday, but we're here for our weekly Spotlight member. And I would like to introduce myself for you all out there. I'm Rachel. Typically you see Melissa Joy sitting in this chair. I'm her understudy, so bear with me where there might be some stumbles, but we're gonna get through it together. And today I'm sitting down with Jen from PLK. So here we go. Jen, if you want to formally introduce yourself, your company, your role in the company.
Okay. My name is Jen VanTreese, and I'm with PLK Communities. I'm our Director of Marketing and Training.
That's great. And what exactly, how can you explain that role? Like, what's a day look like in marketing and training for you?
Very dynamic, which is the exciting part of things. Basically, when it comes to the training aspect of things, we start from the ground up, from onboarding, and have a 3-day training program that then kind of morphs into additional web-based training and then one-on-one on-site training. And I participate and oversee that. Then we also have the marketing side of things. So anything that goes with our ILSs, any advertising that we have, any marketing supplies. It's pretty broad, little different every day, much like being on site, which was a good transition for me.
That's a lot of ground to cover. It seems like a fun position, but I bet you wear several hats every day.
Yes,
so,
yes.
And how long have you been in the industry?
I've been in the industry for probably going on 14 or 15 years.
Wow, so how did you get into it?
I got into this much like a lot of people I feel have. I had a friend who was a property manager, and she reached out and said, "Oh, are you looking for something?" And I said, "I am. I just got done with school, and I was working for a family friend's business, and filled out my application and took the leap and started as a leasing consultant in Maineville."
Wow, I think that story is like so many of ours, and it's so funny how it just kind of sucks you in, and we all end up so many years down the road. So happy that we took that initial leap. So
absolutely.
That's great. And do you have a most memorable property management story that you'd like to share?
Well, I had a resident one time. I had received a phone call in the middle of the night on a Tuesday. It was late summer, so it was just past Labor Day, and the pool was closed. I was the property manager at the site, and the phone call was from our emergency on-call maintenance, and they said, "Jen, I just got a call from the fire department. You need to get down to the pool and you need to give them access." And immediately, where does your mind go, right? You start worrying. So I am nearly hyperventilating because I'm thinking the worst. My husband is just trying to calm me down, and he walks with me down there, and I see ambulances. And what had happened is a resident had climbed the fence. The pool was not completely closed down yet because this was just a couple days after Labor Day. And upon trying to scale back out, slipped and fell and impaled themselves through their leg. He was okay. He turned out to be completely fine, but he impaled himself, and it was a Grey's Anatomy moment, that's for sure.
My.
So I'll never forget that.
That is memorable. As you can see by my reaction, I did not pre-read that answer, so no, we're going to get past that. Wow. They're okay?
He's totally fine. He was such a great resident. I was so shocked when you see, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing here?" kind of thing.
Wow.
But he was completely fine. He was actually a nursing student, so he was able to kind of prep himself for that and try to calm down in the moment. But I did feel like I was on Grey's.
Yeah. Wow. That's a great one. I mean, that's a great story.
It's good that he's okay. That's
Okay, moving on from that, we're going to switch gears a little bit. And that's the best transition I have. But what advice or kind of guiding words would you give to someone who is just getting into the industry, that next generation?
I would say be open. Be open to go with the flow. Open yourself up to be vulnerable with the people that are around you so you can really embrace the experience, because you are going to wear so many hats, as you referenced, on site. And I think no matter where you are in the apartment industry, there's just a lot of connection with people. And you need to prepare yourself by that, and prepare yourself for that. And the best thing that you can do is just be open to those experiences while kind of trying to ground yourself and knowing that at the end of the day, people are the most important part. And as long as you're focusing on that, then everything else is going to fall into place.
I couldn't agree more. I think that's spot on, and that's really what's going to carry people through this industry. What was the last book that you read?
The last book that I read was Dare to Lead by Brene Brown.
What did you take away from it?
Oh, so much. Brene Brown is incredible. I don't know if you've ever read or
yeah.
watched any of her YouTube. She's amazing. But I referenced earlier the power of vulnerability, and how bringing that, you don't often think about how bringing that into the workplace, what a place vulnerability has in your everyday work environment, and acknowledging that and really using that to your benefit to build more rich relationships and help people get to where they want to be and achieve the goals of your community or your property or even personal goals.
That's awesome. I want to read it now.
Yeah, it's really good.
And aside from reading, what are some of your favorite pastimes or hobbies? What do you do with your free time?
Well, first, I'm a huge animal lover. So spending time with my dogs. I'm also really active, physically active. I'm very passionate about health. So running, yoga. I'm a licensed yoga teacher.
Oh, nice.
Yep, love it. And then I also love massage therapy. I'm licensed in Ohio for massage. So anything holistic health always kind of has my ear. I get into that. And then spending time with my family and friends. I'm just really kind of always on the road to go see people in Columbus or Cleveland or back in my hometown. So
great. So where are you from?
I'm originally from north of Dayton.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Great. You sound very busy, very interesting.
Never sit still.
That's awesome. And you referenced your love of animals. So why don't you tell us about your pets?
I have 4 pets. I have 2 dogs and 2 cats, all of which are pretty much rescues. One I got from a family friend from a farm, but the rest are all rescues, and they're awesome. My cats I've had for 13 years, and my dogs are 4 and 2. And they're both really good runners, so they run with me.
Oh, good. Yeah, so it all works out. They all get along well with each other.
Very, very. They're really affectionate. They don't know a stranger.
Oh, wow, how lucky. And what about a favorite TV show or movie?
Well, I've referenced it already, so I've kind of given it away that I'm a big Grey's fan. Love Grey's Anatomy. I also have a secret love for any like Dateline mystery shows.
Oh, me too.
Obsessively watch them.
Yeah.
So those are probably my favorite TV shows.
Great. And what about a favorite sports team? I don't think we've gotten here yet.
No, we haven't. So, sports team. I'm an Ohio State Buckeye. So
okay.
I love the Buckeyes. That was just born into my blood. But then also I would say the Bengals, even though we have some rough patches.
Hard. Yeah,
you know, it isn't an easy team all the time, but I'm not a fair weather fan, so always have hope.
Good for you. Good for you. I can't say the same thing about myself.
I think a lot of people are in your boat.
I admire that. And we kind of talked about this before, but I would like for you to share with everyone else your best concert.
Yes. So Rachel and I spoke earlier about our love of the band My Morning Jacket, and that was an absolutely incredible concert, and just an all-around experience is what it is, and there's nothing like it. So hope to see him again soon, maybe this year.
And I was at that show too, and it was at PNC Pavilion, which is just like the greatest venue, I think.
It's so wonderful. It's perfect.
And do you want to tell us a little bit about your family?
Sure. I am married. My husband Chris and I have been married for about 5 years now. We're both from our original hometown area north of Dayton, and met at a family holiday party and kind of got together after that. My parents spend their time between Fort Myers Beach, Florida, and North Carolina, so I'm getting ready to go see them in a couple weeks.
That's great.
And then I have a younger brother and his wife who are expecting their first baby, so my little nephew is on his way. And then we have a niece on my husband's side, and he's got several siblings, 2 brothers and a sister, all married.
Wow.
And his parents are all at home too. So we spend a lot of time on the road to see people.
That's fun. That's great. And to wrap it up, is there any other interesting details you want to share with all of us out in the world today?
Let's see. I guess I would say I think that I'm a big believer in the way you start your day sets the tone for the way that everything else is going to go and the way that your interactions are going to be with everybody else. And so I'm really passionate about having a morning routine and being protective of that. So I rise pretty early, and I encourage other people to do the same. Get up early, whether that's have your coffee, have a few minutes to just breathe, and maybe it's journaling, maybe it is a spiritual time for you, maybe it's working out. But I think that is transformational. It has been for me, and I really encourage anybody else to do that in order to really kind of set themselves up for success, and those around them for success. So
I love that. I think that's great advice. I plan on following it. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
doing this today. You made it easy for me to do it for the first time. I think I made a new friend today. We have so much in common.
Yes.
So I look forward to spending some time with you in the future, and
Likewise.
hopefully filling Melissa's shoes when she needs me to. Hopefully I didn't disappoint today, and we will see everyone soon. Thank you.